Good evening everyone, welcome back to Witch in the Woods, and we are once again continuing our work on necromancy. So we've got our brazier, we got that in the last episode. We now, if I just pick these up because we do not want them around here for a moment, we now need to think of how we're going to actually get our spectral spirits. So as somebody pointed out, there is indeed a book that has been added for all of this, so witchcraft, conjuration, and fetishes. So that's basically wood ash and flint and steel around the usual witchcraft book design. And this tells you how to get all the different things. So, first up on our list is that there is a spectre. You might have seen Dave messing with this one. This one is basically pretty much perfectly transparent and it's really hard to see. So let's see how we get him around. For that, we need wormwood, wool of bat, and graveyard dust. Now, graveyard dust is fairly easy to get, so let me see, where are we? Where am I looking for that? There's wormwood, we have to mutate that. So we probably won't get to that one very soon, but for graveyard dust, it's a piece of spectral dust. Yeah, it keeps being expensive. Bone meal and a bit of mutandis. So we get that fairly easily. I don't have a recipe for that just yet, I need to put that in. And let me see, what was that other ingredient? Wool of bat, yeah, we got plenty of that. That was not an intentional rhyme, but apparently it was. And now we need wormwood. So, wormwood you have to perform a mutation for, and I don't believe it's listed in here at all. Nope. So, let me just... Hello, Bella. So let me just wander over here, and I will quickly look up what we have to mutate to get that. Right, well, I just got back from the dream world because I needed to pick up some wispy cotton, and we're also going to need some wheat to surround this with. Let's see, we're going to need the seeds, because Minecraft regular seeds are just known as seeds. And let's see, sugarcane? No, there we are. Okay, let's grab a couple of these, and we're going to need some bone meal because this needs to be fully grown. Right, so the mutation for getting hold of this, yeah, let me see, there isn't really a perfect mutation set out for this already. Unless I want to do it here, I guess. This is a possibility. Okay, so let's plunk that like so, and I'm going to need at least a bit of dirt. Okay. Ooh, actually, no, can I wonder if I can use fertilized dirt. I wonder if that can, help me out a bit here. We're about to find out. I'm mixing mods, everybody. Okay, and this needs to be fully grown. And then I need my mutating sprig, which I think is in the system. So, boop. Yep, mutating sprig. 1 charge left on it. Oh dear. Okay. I'm missing something. 2 ticks. Okay, that's what I'm missing. I need water in these sides. So, apologies to anyone that was yelling at this at me. But there still, remarkably, isn't a book about the mutation, so you have to look this up in all of the wiki. And that is the only way you'll ever find out, which is kind of a pain, honestly. Okay, I need water buckets. Oh, 2. Perfect. Doop. And I'll steal a couple from over here. I'll put them back, don't worry. Okay, so... wormwood. Now, can I bone meal this? Because this is a wormwood seed. And yes, I can bone meal it. Good. And it will grow pretty high. I think that's it fully grown for the moment. So can I... yeah. Okay, so we've got... wormwood seeds and 1 wormwood. Let's do that again, just so that I have, a spare. And I'll stick that in my farm on the farming level, so that we can get some more for next time. There we go. So, this is wormwood. This is a new plant added in the more recent versions of Witchery. And that is also all that we need now to summon our specters. Just plonk those away. Don't need the subdued spirits right now. Don't need the brew of sleeping, don't need the congealed. We'll keep the spectral stone on me. Okay. So, Wool of Bat, Graveyard Dust, and Wormwood should get us a Spectre. So, that's 1, there's 2. Point of note, you can right-click the brazier with any item and it will consume it, so be careful what you use around it. Okay, let me put my particles on. It's working. And somewhere around here, there is going to be a Spectre very soon. I imagine he's going to stick out like a sore thumb against these sky blocks. But we're working on it. We're waiting. Oh, yep, there he is. That's our Spectre. Okay. So I think he's not attacking me because either I summoned him or because I'm wearing my Necromancer's robes. But as you can see, they are... If I just go next to the doorway there, he's really hard to see. Kind of loud. Oh, he's even actually, like, blotting out the Grasper. Oh, that's interesting. But yeah, you can put these guys into a defensive fetish, which is a little object. It's not like an actual, like... Yeah, no, bad internet, bad. And I think he'll drop Spectral Dust if you actually kill him with an Arfana or stuff. But that's, that is our first guy. And the next one we have is the Banshee. Now, I'm slightly concerned about the Banshee because she might actually be able to hurt me. Or they, I don't know. They're, I don't know actually what the, like, gender identity is for Banshees, but anyways. Pull a Screaming Being, okay, so I guess it's a they, back into this world from beyond. So we need Wormwood, Condensed Fear, and another Graveyard Dust. Of course, my NEI is gone, because why wouldn't it be? So let me see. Condensed Fear. I believe I have one of those around. No, that's what we get from making the Brew of Hollow Tears. Oh dear, so I'm out of that. So give me a little bit, and I'll come back, and we can take a look at the Banshee. Right, welcome back everybody. So, I have procured quite a bit of Wormwood, actually. I've also gotten a couple more Condensed Fear. I don't think it's exactly something you generally have a lot of on hand, but I've got a couple of it, so let me just see. Yeah, I've got literally a couple of it. I also put the Wormwood into the farms, so we're getting quite a bit of that now. Although I don't know of many actual, like, uses of this. Can we take a look, or is it just inside of different things? Yeah, it's just different things. And I put Graveyard Dust onto craft status. So let's just see, we need the Condensed Fear, we need Wormwood, and we need Graveyard Dust. So, got 2 out of 3. And the Graveyard Dust, please! Yeah, I wish I had a way to craft Spectral Dust, but oh well, we'll deal. We will deal. Doop, doop, doop. And let's ignite it, and let's see what a Banshee looks like. Okay, working. Slowly working. These aren't exactly like the fastest... It's not exactly a point to click there as a Banshee, but you know... Results take time. Now, it's worth noting that there are differences between these. So, the Spectre pierces armor, which is pretty damn powerful. That's usually why you go with a Spectre when you want to defend an area. But if you want a Great Alarm, then there is this particular individual. Also, did I just... Oh, hello, Isabel. Well... Please don't attack Putter. Please don't attack Putter. Okay. So, there we go. If I get close to her... Assuming it's her. Traditionally, Banshees are hers. Yeah, you'll hear that a ways away. And, oi, don't wander off. Get back here. Also, it's persistent damage, as you can see. So, they kind of pack a wallop. But, ooh, hello. You're getting very close to me. Okay, great, fine, enjoy that. Putter? You okay? Oh, good. You're fine, more or less. Yeah, so that's an area effect. It's persistent damage as long as you're close to them, so if you keep trying to run towards them, then you do a lot of damage. The main reason I managed to take that one down is because of the potassium cyanide on this. And what we need to do is bind them to a spectral stone. So, you can make a bunch of different fetishes. In fact, let me just tick some stuff off here. So, Banshee. Poltergeist is a hard one to get. You don't summon it so much as there's a chance every time you make another spectral that you get a poltergeist. They're extremely invisible, more so than the Spectre, and they mostly just mess with you. They don't really do much harm, they're just kind of a nuisance. So I don't know if we'll get to see them. But anyways, a bunch of those different things. Some interesting ones, to say the least. So let me see. Suck the life from crops to heal nearby undead. Pretty nice, like, interesting feature. So a bunch of these are just sort of, you shove them in a brazier, you trigger it with redstone, and you have, like, basically an arena that your enemy goes through with the zombies in it. Or maybe you carry a brazier with you whilst you're out with your undead horde. Who knows? But the main thing is binding. So, in order to get a bunch of these, in order to get the fetishes, you have to bind a bunch of ghosts to a spectral stone. For example, Sentinel launches a spectral assault on unwanted beings, requires free specters and free spirits. That's the one that Dave uses, and it's pretty potent. Shrieking uses banshees, screams when specific beings are nearby, and disorientation confuses approached beings, so it just gives them nausea, basically. Poltergeists. More annoyance than anything else. And lastly, ghost walking. This is the one I'm actually kind of interested in. Sustains manifested creatures from the spirit world. If you go into the spirit world, you can have your own additional kind of special infusion, and it will basically allow you to come through to the overworld again via a spirit portal, and you will be a ghost, basically. Your body will still be asleep, but you'll be able to move around here. This basically stops the timer on that, which is usually very short. I think it's something like 2 minutes or such, from elapsing. So as long as you're within range of a fetish of ghost walking, your timer doesn't, like, go down at all. Now let me see. For this, we're going to need some spirits, which I believe I have a whole ton of. So let's bind our spirits to this. Actually, let's get something else. Like, most of these require free spirits. Yeah, let's try and get Spectre, Sentinel. So we can. Excuse me, Butter, because you really don't want to be bound inside of a spectral stone with a bunch of wibbly wobbly spirits. Okay, so for this we need the Rite of Binding. Whoop. And meanwhile, I guess while I get on with this, we'll talk about our homework, which was previously our point, which is pretty much like a fantastic. There we go. Bind up to 3 spectral creatures of the same type into a spectral stone. Right, spectral stone, spectral dust, and Boline, and 5,000 altar power. Was our point. Now, our point was filmed inside of a ghost town for verisimilitude. Let's see, we need the spectral stone, and we need the Boline. Whoop. And we are probably going to need to contain these guys, which is kind of a problem, because they like to fly around a lot. So let's see, Rite of Imprisonment should be around here somewhere. Monsters can't leave the circle, lasts indefinitely, requires 16 per power. Slime Ball, Redstone, that's fine, we can definitely handle that. Let's see, Redstone. Slime. Okay, and let's plunk that there. I should really have this on the outer level. Just pick these up, put those around here. Hopefully this works, because these actually require the same level, so I'm not 100% certain. Either way, we're about to find out. So here goes a nothing, and I better have my spirits on me. Whoop. Missing creature sacrifice? What? But I have them right there. What do you mean you're missing creature sacrifice? Did I miss something there? Oh, wrong book. Rite of Binding. No. Up to 3 spectral creatures of the same type. What do you mean creature sacrifice? Like, it's fine. There is nothing here. There is nothing else that you need. Spectral Stone, Spectral Dust, Boline. It's right there. And, now, Odessa, come on. be breathable now. Okay, so now there's just this. This is happening, apparently. Okay. Well, meanwhile, because this is actually the permanent version, so it'll last a while. Yeah, as long as we've got power in there, which should be quite a while. So, our point is basically a perfect introduction to how to do a tainted, a cursed, a forbidden no-go zone kind of like haunted house kind of story. It is absolutely perfect in its introduction of the area, which is, by the way, effectively a closed box scenario. You go there, you can't really communicate with the outside world, there's no one for miles, kilometers in fact, and it's like you can't even fly a helicopter in there during the day, you have to come at night. And also, bonus points, they got American actors to portray the American cast. You know, always nice to see in movies these days, especially when Hollywood's involved. Although Hollywood wasn't involved because this was a Korean movie. Anyways, yeah, our point, fantastic, has like a guide to making haunted houses. And I'm just gonna try and like bat with these guys, which should be kind of easy, because, well, they can't really move much right now. They're a lot easier to catch inside of this. Come on. Hold still. Thank you. Okay, so I'll have to look up exactly how people usually do this thing, because I could have sworn that would work. That doesn't make any sense. Binds up to 3 creatures. I had 3 creatures. So what's the problem? Very strange. Yeah, we'll give it one more try, because evidently it was clearly working, just not quite. It just didn't really work. But yeah, our point is magnificent as like how a haunted house should be done. It is magnificent in its progression, in its beat, in its understanding of how everything needs to work. It's like it really, really did well, I think. And the redstone. Okay, and what's the power like over here? Because we may, yeah, power is huge. It's fine. Power is definitely no object here. So, spectral dust, spectral stone, and Boline. And here we go again. Missing creature sacrifice. What are you talking about? They're right there. Like, how can you be missing them? Very strange. If I make a magnet for these guys, it'll make it easier. I don't know. Anyways, our next piece of homework is something a little closer to home for most of my viewers, I imagine. This is Stephen King's 1989 movie adaptation of his book, Pet Sematary. And go and check that out. Sort of touches a little bit more on the necromantic side of what we're doing, so hopefully you'll enjoy it. Let's see, mob magnet. Let's see if I can get a mob magnet on spirits, because I do not know. This requires, however, that I kill them with it, which is a bit of a problem. Not bound to an entity. Yeah. I don't think these guys actually have an on-death. Is the problem. Come on. This is a lot easier than it is in the spirit world, but this is still kind of a pain. Are you chucking potions? At me? Iridia. Okay, entity bound. Spirit. Why do I only have 2? Oh, because there's one. Okay, so now, if I spawn you over here, and I right-click now, bingo, gotcha. Alright, so now I don't really need like this first thing. But yeah, anyways, go check out Pet Sematary. I will hopefully have figured out Binding of Spirits, and we can try and check out some stuff next time. Catch you then.